I don't know. This is where football's going. It'll be interesting to see, like in 10 years' time, if there is a salary cap, or if spending keeps going up, or do you know what I mean? Or if the gap between the Prem and other teams start to open up, and the Premier League teams start to do in the Champions League what other teams like other countries like Spain had a stronghold on the Champions League.
Even Europa for a sec. I'm sure Sevilla was just locking that off for a second.
Yeah, facts. It was Sevilla won it like I think 4 out of 5
They
or
did a
something like that,
quick madness for a couple
or
of
three
years.
out of four. Blood, you know what I'm saying? So that would be interesting. Yeah, Sevilla and Villarreal. I think Emery done a mad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So yeah, it would be interesting to see if the Prem take over the dominance. Do you know what I mean? And start to dominate in Europe over, say, the next 10 years. How many English teams actually are winning European trophies now? Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Four Europas. What? That's what Emery won 4 Europas, blood. 3 in a
30.
row.
30.
Bro. That's what I mean. So the league is to blame. People watch the Prem because they love the clubs. While the moment the Liga lost Neymar, Messi, and Ronaldo, it died. Well, exactly.
Fact.
That is also true.
If you miss
That is
El
also true.
Clasico now, you don't care. There was a time you couldn't miss that. You had to watch it. If I miss it now, I'll watch it on highlights.
As soon as, to be fair, as soon as Ronaldo left, I didn't watch another El Clasico because what was the point?
The last one I watched was the one
Messi
the other
versus
day, and that
Ronaldo.
wasn't even a 30 one like that. I think it was in some cup abroad. It was a good game.
That's it. It was Messi versus Ronaldo El Clasico, really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it really was. Like, and then as soon as Ronaldo left, I was like, there's no point. And then I watched the one, I think Xavi's first one where they popped Real Madrid, yeah. And then after that, bro, man ain't watched La Liga because La Liga's got a very, very high technical level, but it's not, bruv. It's just not for neutrals. It's not entertaining to watch, bro. Like, it's slow. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's semi-predictable. You kind of know what's going to happen. The beauty of the Prem is that anyone can get turned over at any time. No matter who you are.
Anyone can get it.
Anyone can get it, bro. Like, I've grown up seeing Real Madrid win games 8-0 on that. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, in the Prem, you very rarely see that. Do you know what I'm saying? You a lot of the time, you see upsets. Like, you don't really see upsets in these leagues. Not as
even
often
when
as
you win, it's on the ropes, man. Like, I know for us this season, Leeds away was on the ropes. West Ham, Fulham to a degree as good as we've been. Like, these are teams that out of the teams we've beaten this season, you'd just expect it to be a formality, especially Leeds away. That was really scary, to be honest. You're right, still. Like, and I don't think the TV rights helps La Liga either, because every week they're on a new sort of platform. And again, most normal people already paying an arm and a leg for several sponsorships on top of all the bills and that they have to pay. Then just naturally, you might just say, you know what, forget La Liga, because it's really only Madrid and whatnot. A couple man will watch it on streams and that, but it's dead, really.
But that's what I mean. And I only really used to watch La Liga because it used to come on after Super Sunday.
Yeah,
on Sky Sports.
You got to remember, it's convenience more time as well. A lot of viewing habits comes down to just simple convenience, man.
And that's it. So you watch your Super Sunday, and then you know after you got a Madrid game or a Barca game. You know them, and so man would already have it on Sky Sports, and man would just kind of say, "Yeah, you know what, it's here."
Ticking over to match of the day. And that. Yeah,
that's
man,
it. Let me just watch that. But now it's not even on Sky no more. As soon as they lost the Sky thing, them man were dusted, bro. No, I'm saying them man
even
were
fully
come
back now. That's back on BT or Sky Sports or one of them, because they had a few years it weren't on TV like that. They're back on something now.
And it needs to, and they're starting to attract the players as well.
It's coming,
and they actually got a competitive league. Yeah, they got 3-4 teams like that are in with a shout to do stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? And then obviously you got Napoli doing what they're doing.
AC Milan last year.
That's it
going on, man.
And that's what I mean. I think as a neutral, you need something to grip you in it. You know what I'm saying? Because those are not man's leagues. So because they're not our leagues, there has to be something, bro.
Something to give your attention, something to watch, man. You're right, man.
That's what I mean. I mean, so basically any championship that gets promoted gets shit tons of money every year. Yeah, but that's basic business. You either need to have the best players in the world.
Up and down, isn't it?
That's it. You need to have the best players, the most marketable players, or you need to have the best brand of football. Now, at the moment, La Liga don't have the players and they don't have the most marketable brand of football as well. That's why they're struggling, bro, because the game's slow.
Players that will get hail-ups, but there's no Jose, there's no Ronaldo, there's no Messi, there's no
even the managers. Like you said, the best managers are in the Prem, bro. Like, but man have got Klopp.
Paulo, but yeah, man.
Man have literally got Klopp. Man have got Ten Hag. You got Arteta there now. You got Pep. Do you know what I'm
Conte's
saying?
calling.
Conte's there as well, bro. The names are in the Premier League, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So
even
that's
dons
just what
like
it is.
the Zerbies and that guys that done the business at Swallow coming and making more of a name for himself at Brighton. You're right, still. Emre's
That's
there
what it
now,
is.
even as well.
Exactly. So when they ain't got the names, oh yeah, and Emery's still there. So like
Yeah,
these
he's
man just
calling.
ain't got the names.
So it's
They
peak
don't have
again.
the
You got no
names,
reason.
people.
That's why them man moan, and that's why I'd implore everyone to look at when these La Liga chiefs speak like they're not necessarily wrong in what they're saying, but look at it with a pinch of salt because they're only saying it because they can't get in the club. They're only it's like someone being vexed that someone's popping bottles in the club and they can't afford it. You're only vexed because you can't do it. That's them. Luka Teggy as well, like some comment there said, bare dons are here, man.
Yeah, facts. I see. I didn't remember all that. You know what I mean?
There's
The
a
guys that were big
bare
names
dons
over
here.
there are now here, like him and Emery.
They cut out quickly, like, and you could
And
argue
he
Emery had a
managed Real
good thing
Madrid.
going for him over them sides.
Yeah, facts. He managed Real Madrid, blood. And now man's here, relegation battle. Money's different.
It's crazy.
Money's different over here. These men cannot compete, bruv. And speaking of money, bruv, and managers, yeah, how long do you think Potter's got here before they go for a big name? Because, bro, I can't lie. As much as it would have been fun for him to see all the spending, yeah, that is amplified the pressure like a millionfold, blood.
He's a dead man walking, essentially, from a footballing sense. Like, I do think they'll give him time. It's a transition. They've not really helped him with this amount of turnover. But as we know, when these footballers are human, innit? So it's a thing where, again, if you're these players, you might rate Graham Potter, but you might look at him like, who's this guy? Like, Enzo might just say, I've been playing under this guy and that guy. Who is this guy? Sterling might say, I've worked under Pep. Who is Potter? And as you know, in football, it's always the players when you win. When you're losing, it's an L. So I do think he'll survive this season, and I say that subjectively, but he could get nipped in the bud quicker than you saw half of these signings early on to next season. So I don't think he's got that long unless he shows significant things, really, because I think despite all the spending, there are some problems that I'm sure Chelsea fans would agree that he's probably made off his own back with the tactics and things. So he ain't got long, man. If it doesn't work out, then I think he's gone by September next year, really. He's going to have to really show some progress from what's left of this season and salvage it into next season, really, man. I don't think he's got too long left in this thing.
Yeah, 100%. You know what the mad thing is, yeah, for me, when I look at the Potter thing, yeah, I think it's going to be a situation where players are going to be like, yeah, he's a nice guy, but you know them one because
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but who are you really?
Because that's
manager,
what happens.
But,
The nice guy, but do you know what I'm saying? Nice guy, but bro, you know what I'm saying? I think that's what's gonna end up happening, broski, because this is always the way, blood. Is he's a nice guy, but and he'll end up getting sacked, bro. Because players will be like, yeah, I like him. The same with Oli. Everyone was like, yeah, I like him, but not very good manager. You know them ones. And I feel like Graham Potter's gonna be one of them ones where the players like him, but ultimately that's not going to be enough to save his job.
Yeah, like he's a good coach and all of that stuff. But again, the dynamics at Chelsea are different. There's a level of expectation. There's player power. Yeah, man, he might just find himself obsolete. And to be honest, even though Chelsea are spending money and all of these things, if you're building an attractive team and you have an attractive manager, it makes sense. Like from a sporting perspective, it makes sense to side for Man City. But when you've got someone like Pep Guardiola, that's that added carrot. So I think Chelsea are going to try and go down that route as well.